Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning British monarch, 1952 to 2022, was personally one of the most scandal-free figures in modern royal history. Unlike many predecessors or family members, she maintained a reputation for unwavering duty, discretion, and moral integrity throughout her 70-year reign. There are no credible reports of personal affairs, romantic scandals, or ethical lapses on her part. Rumors occasionally swirled, such as early whispers about Prince Philip's alleged infidelities during their marriage, but these never implicated the Queen herself in wrongdoing. She and Philip enjoyed a long, stable partnership of 73 years until his death in 2021, often described as a model of quiet endurance amid public pressures. Her personal life stood in stark contrast to the waves of controversies that engulfed her extended family, the monarchy's institutions, and Britain's imperial legacy. These issues frequently tested public support, fueled media frenzies, and sparked debates about the relevance and accountability of the crown. Below is a comprehensive chronological deep dive into the major scandals and controversies during her reign, drawing from historical records, media coverage, and expert analyses. Early reign, family and personal turmoil, 1950s to 1970s. The Queen's early years saw scandals centered on her sister and husband, setting a pattern for family drama. Princess Margaret's forbidden romance and later affairs, 1950s to 1970s. Queen Elizabeth's younger sister, Princess Margaret, became the first major source of royal scandal. In the 1950s, she fell in love with Group Captain Peter Townsend, a divorced RAF officer, unacceptable under Church of England rules, as the Queen was head of the Church, and government conventions. Margaret was forced to abandon the relationship in 1955 after public and political pressure. She later married photographer Anthony Armstrong Jones, Lord Snowdon, in 1960, but their union dissolved in 1978 amid mutual infidelities. Margaret's high-profile affair with gardener Roddy Llewellyn, captured in paparazzi photos, drew intense tabloid scrutiny and symbolized the clash between royal duty and personal desire. Prince Philip rumors, 1950s to 1960s. Early in the marriage, Prince Philip faced persistent gossip about extramarital affairs, fueled by his long solo travels and charismatic personality. While never proven, these rumors occasionally strained the couple's public image, though the Queen never publicly addressed them and maintained steadfast loyalty. Aberfan disaster response, 1966. A tragic coal tip collapse in Wales killed 116 children and 28 adults. The Queen's delayed visit, 8 days later, was criticized as aloof and out of touch, damaging her image temporarily. She later expressed regret and visited multiple times. The turbulent 1980s-1990s, marital breakdowns, and Annus Horribilis. The 1990s marked the peak of family scandals, often called the monarchy's lowest point. The War of the Waleses, Charles and Diana's marriage, 1980s to 1990s. The fairy tale wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer in 1981 quickly soured. Leaked intimate phone calls, Squidgygate, Diana with James Gilby, 1992, and Camillagate, Charles with Camilla Parker Bowles, 1993, infamous for the tampon remark, exposed affairs on both sides. Diana's 1995 Panorama interview revealed her bulimia, self-harm, and the famous line, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." The couple separated in 1992 and divorced in 1996. This was widely seen as the greatest scandal of Elizabeth's reign, eroding public faith in the monarchy. Princess Anne's divorce and affair rumors, 1992. The Queen's only daughter divorced Mark Phillips amid reports of her affair with equerry Timothy Lawrence, exposed via Stalin love letters. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson split, 1992. Fergie faced tabloid humiliation, including infamous photos of her toes being sucked by financial advisor John Bryan. The couple separated amid financial scandals and infidelity rumors. Annus Horribilis, 1992. In a rare emotional speech, the Queen called 1992 her Annus Horribilis, horrible year. 3 royal divorces, a devastating fire at Windsor Castle, prompting taxpayer-funded repair debates, and relentless media scrutiny. Public anger over royal privileges led to the Queen voluntarily paying taxes on private income starting in 1993. Princess Diana's death, 1997. Diana's fatal Paris car crash triggered unprecedented public grief and fury at the royals. The Queen's initial decision to remain at Balmoor with her grandsons, rather than rushing to London, was branded cold and detached. Her delayed public address 5 days later helped calm tensions, but it highlighted a perceived generational disconnect. Later reign, institutional issues and modern crises, 2000s to 2022. Prince Andrew's Epstein scandal, 2010s to 2022. Andrew's friendship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein led to allegations of sexual misconduct, settled civilly in 2022, with the Queen reportedly helping fund part privately. His 2019 BBC interview was disastrous, leading to stripped titles and duties in 2022, one of the most damaging episodes in her final years. Harry and Meghan's exit. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped back from royal duties in 2022, moving to California. Their 2021 Oprah interview alleged racism in the family, concerns about son Archie's skin color, mental health neglect, and media bullying. This sparked global debate and palace statements acknowledging painful recollections. Broader institutional and colonial controversies. Beyond family drama, critics focused on systemic issues tied to the monarchy's role.
Queen Elizabeth II and legislative influence. The Queen secretly vetted over 1,000 bills via Queen's consent, sometimes securing exemptions, e.g. Buckingham Palace banned ethnic minorities from office roles until at least 1968, despite anti-discrimination laws. This raised questions about undue influence and hidden privileges. Colonial legacy and racism allegations. Elizabeth ascended amid decolonization, with over 50 countries gaining independence, yet her reign overlapped with violent suppressions, e.g. Mau Uprising in Kenya, involving detention camps, torture, and killings in her name. Similar in Malaya, Cyprus, Aden, and Northern Ireland. Critics accuse the monarchy of complicity in empire's brutality, systemic racism, and failure to apologize or offer reparations for slavery ties, e.g. crown jewels like the Koh-i-Noor diamond, acquired through colonial exploitation. Some viewed her as obscuring this violent history through ceremonial stability, while others noted no formal acknowledgement of these atrocities. In retrospect, Queen Elizabeth II navigated these storms with remarkable composure, prioritizing duty and adaptation, e.g. embracing media changes and public sentiment. Her personal conduct remained impeccable, but the cumulative family and institutional scandals contributed to ongoing Republican debates and scrutiny of the monarchy's role in a modern, diverse world.